Ballerina Farm's Haley Neeleman has an interesting interview with the New York Times that's gone viral and made people question her ability to make her decisions on her own and who's in charge, or who's this all for. Context: after graduating Juilliard in 2012, Haley Neeleman and her husband Daniel lived in Brazil for a while. Inspired by the sustainable ranching practices they saw, they moved to Utah and began Ballerina Farms, which is what you see today. At the age of 14, Hannah attended summer school at Juilliard, one of America's most prestigious dance schools. She then returned to complete a full 4 year degree when she was 17, paying for it by competing in beauty pageants that offered scholarships. Hannah and Daniel were introduced by a mutual friend at a university basketball game. Hannah was quoted back then saying, "I thought we should date for a year before marriage, so I thought I could finish school or whatever." And Daniel was like, "No, it's going to work out. We've got to get married now." People are saying Ballerina Mom is a tired mom that doesn't feel she deserves to let her dreams die because of some comments made by her and the writer Megan Agnew during and after an interview with the New York Times. Hannah Neeleman said, "My goal was New York City. I left home at 17 and I was so excited to get there. I just loved that energy, and I was going to be a ballerina. I was a good ballerina. But I knew that when I started to have kids, my life would start to look different. I gave up dance, which was hard. You give up a piece of yourself, and Daniel gave up his career ambitions." The writer Megan Agnew then notes, "I look out at the vastness and don't totally agree. Daniel wanted to live in the great western wilds, so they did. He wanted to farm, so they did. He likes date nights once a week, so they go. He didn't want nannies in the house, so there aren't any. The only place earmarked to be Neeleman's own, a small barn she wanted to convert into a ballet studio. It ended up becoming the kids' schoolroom." This article writer really had an agenda when she wrote this. She was trying to say Hannah has no part in developing her own life and that she lives with Daniel and the kids. A lot of people online want her to drop everything and dance because she went to school for it and graduated. And that's also the other part of this New York Times article that you won't see. They don't mention anything about her graduating from Juilliard. They just leave that part off, assuming that we're all going to think that she left school on the last year to be with Daniel and move to Utah to start a family. But I guess that's what's popular, the negativity. But anyways, since she went to school for it and it is her passion and she's very great at it, I think her husband should step up and take more responsibilities and let her live out this dream if she truly wants to do it. A lot of people online are speculating and going and deep diving and seeing this. She looked at her husband weird, but I just think, the husband step up and be like, "Yo, go dance." In my opinion, dumb, cool dreams like this need to be fulfilled, even by millionaires. Hannah Neeleman's social media is now littered with comments such as, "I hope you get a dance. I hope you get to dance again. And I hope no one is angry at you for admitting to an epidural." Hannah Neeleman said the only time she received medication during childbirth was the one where Daniel was not present. What they're trying to say is, I hope Daniel's not angry at you for getting an epidural because I know he does not agree with it and you do. Those people are also assuming they know what she wants. Other trending comments are saying, "If you're working so hard for your family to the point of bedridden exhaustion for a week, there is a huge problem," referring to part of the article where it was mentioned that sometimes Neeleman gets so exhausted she has to spend a week in bed. Anyways, what are your thoughts on this, and do you have anything to add? Guys, it's posted everywhere. She loves being a mom. I mean, for us to think any different would just be assuming. And you know what assuming does. But anyways, it's just like everywhere it says she loves the nature, she loves her kids. And because in the New York Times she said something about "this wasn't for me," all that past of her saying she loves nature and her being with her kids is removed. So it's no longer just a circumstantial comment. It's like her past. Like, oh, she's ready to change lifestyles, and I'm here for it. Like, no, don't do that. But yeah, let me know what you see. Maybe you saw something different.